What's going on, guys? Gaz here, and today we're playing a bit of Gold Rush the game. Everybody, well, not everybody, but most people should know what this game is, or what this TV show is. Gold Rush. It's about miners, gold miners in Alaska, mining for gold, blah, yada yada yada. But anyway, the game is loosely based around it. You're doing the same sort of stuff, you know. You get your wash plants, you get your excavators, stuff like that. And it's a little bit buggy. It is just out, but it's such a nice game. I'm in love with it. It's actually really pretty, surprisingly. It comes from a really small company. I think it's Code Horizon's the name of it. But they're actually doing really well on keeping up to date with the patches and fixing bugs quickly. Like, I mean, this game came out, I think 4 days ago, 5 days ago maybe, 4 days ago, yeah, 4 days ago I think. And I mean, a lot of the bugs that came out that were in it the day it released are already patched, they're fixed. But there is still a few that are annoying. Like, I don't know if it's patched yet, but like some of the games that I've had, I've run into stuff like at like the warehouse and stuff, and I've gotten stuck, and there's no way to get out of it. I couldn't figure out a way to fix it, and that asphalt thing is pissing me off. Yeah, but I'll show you I've already started this game because I wanted to get a bit of a jump start and get some stuff done so I can show you guys some stuff. I'll try and show, I've got up to like what I would say is the second stage, but I'll show you the journal. You've got a map here. It's actually quite a big map. I mean, this is one of the claims, this is all the claims. The yellow lines indicate the boundary of the claim. So I mean, that's a big claim. You have Old Arnold Parcel, you've got Rivertown, you have Nighthawk Valley, and I don't know what that one's called. Perks Valley. Perks, is that right? Yeah. But I have this one, and as you can see all my stuff on the map. You can see I've got a small excavator, I've got a mobile wash plant, and obviously here's my truck. But this is around about where you start when you first load into the game. You start somewhere about here, around about Totem Village. And what you have to do is you have to press X to start the car, space, lights off the handbrake, and turn off the frickin' diff lock so that that notification goes away. But yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna drive into town, and I will show you where the warehouse is. This is it. You come over the train tracks, and that's you. You're at town. Now, the first thing you're gonna want to do when you get into town is actually not go to the warehouse. Keep driving down the street a little bit, and you'll come to this building here on the left. It is the bank. Now hop out, run up to the door, press E on it, and you'll see this screen. What you want to do is go Old Arnold Parcel, make sure you're on that one, and then hit rent. I'm pretty sure it's free to rent at the start. I'm not 100% sure, and I can't remember. But what I done was, the first time I tried, I rented it out and I tried starting buying stuff, but I actually found that to get a head start, I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but to get a head start, what I done was I took out a loan. Now, when you take out a loan to start with, you can only get, I think, 5,000 or 6,000. Now, as you can see, it goes up a lot. You know, now I can get 215,000. And I can take it down to 4,000 a day if I take it out for 60 days. Well, 4,500 a day. Now that would probably get me, I could get myself a large excavator, most of a big wash plant and stuff. I haven't actually checked the prices, but you'll see your prices for gold. Now I've done a little bit of mining already, so I've got 3.5 ounces. But I'm not really going to buy anything right now, not this episode. I'll whip round. So what you want to do is you want to rent that and then head back over to the warehouse, which is situated right here. And I will show you what you need to buy. Hop out your car. See, it's sort of like here, like I've run into this corner and gotten stuck before, and onto these pallets and got stuck. It's a little bit annoying. But in here you have all your mining equipment. You have most of the stuff, well, pretty much everything you're going to need to start. See, this is the mobile wash plant, but you'll not be able to afford that until you've done a bit of mining. what I've noticed is when you start mining with this, the hog pan, and you've got a hog pan pump and a hog pan no pump, and what I've noticed is mine about 3 full loads and usually you find about a 40-ounce nugget. Now that gives you enough money to progress onto a wash plant, but we'll get to that later. So what you want to do is, if you did take out a loan, then I would just buy the hog pan pump with that, the hog pan sluice box and the extension, and then you want a water pump, and you want big pipe, small pipe, and what else? You come over here and you've got your filters for your water pump. I would say always put a filter on. It kind of, I don't know if it does, if it saves the life of the filter of the pump or not, but I always do it anyway. And then get yourself a jerry can and you're pretty much good to go. Oh yeah, hog pan mats, get them too. Don't forget them. You need 2 per one of these. Like that one takes 2 and that one takes 2. So 4 in total if you go with the loan method. If not, just buy the one with no pump and then get the sluice box core and get 2 of them. It is a lot cheaper doing it that way, and you can actually afford to do it like with just your starting money, I think, which is about 250 or no, maybe $300 or something like that. But it gives you enough to get yourself started. Now I will go out to my claim. I've still got this stuff set up, but I've got it set up the pump one. So I'll go out to the claim and I'll show you how you mine with the one with the pump. Actually, before I leave here, I'll show you. This is the area in which everything spawns. Now, if you go in there, you buy. I'll show you. I'll just go jerry can. You go like that. You go add, and then you go over here and you go use, and then you can buy. But I don't need a jerry can, so I'll leave it. But then you come out here. Oh yeah, the other thing is get a bucket or 2 or 7, however many you can afford. Yeah, and it all spawns out here. So you pick it up and you just throw it in the back of your truck. Anyway, let's get to the claim and get some mining done. Okay, we have arrived at Old Arnold Parcel. Now, when you drive in, you'll come in from the area, and you'll come in here, and you'll see that you have, see, I've got everything set up for my current mine, but you'll see that you've got a tent here and a caravan here. I don't actually think you can do anything with the car. Oh no, you can. Yeah, you can sleep, and it can take you through to like if it's night and you don't have any lights set up or anything, you can just sleep and go through till morning. Now when you come in here, this is where you'll do your panning. So you'll take your pan and you'll go onto here and do this, blah blah blah. I'll show you that in a little bit. But this is where you've got your tablet as well, which you can get workers. You can go to the bank, you can get a loan out like from here, and there's also the transport one, which I haven't unlocked yet. I haven't bothered unlocking it yet. But yeah, when you come in, so you come in there and you want to turn down to the right here, and you'll see I've got the hog pan and pump set up. Actually, 1 second, I need to grab. I did forget that I needed another one of these, one of the pipes. Oh crap, it fell out. BRBs, guys, I need to find my pipe. I got a pipe. I stole it off another vehicle. Or another pump. So this will do for my demonstration. And actually, I'm going to whip all this to bits and I'll show you how to put it together. Well, you'll come over here. I'll take it all apart. I'll put that there. Right, so when you arrive, you want to grab everything out your truck, take it over here, and you'll see this little wooden rail. Kind of looks a little bit like a train track sort of thing. But what you want to do is you want to take number 1. That's the top one. I think. Is that? Yeah, that's the top one. Put that down there. Then this little box, the hog pan, goes on top of that. Then this one goes down there. And then you take your mats, you just hover over and you'll see them kind of pop into place, and then you press E to like attach them, and then that one in there, and then you take your jerry can, you will see it pop up like that. You go use, mine's already full, but you know what I mean. You take pipe, that end, not that end, that's the output. The one right on the end of the pump is the input, that's the output. So you go onto the input, and then you take the other end of it and you drag it down and put it in the water, as long as it's in the river, in the creek, and then put a filter on it. Then what you want to do is you want to take your green pipe. I'll coil this back up. By the way, it's right click to coil it. Took me ages to figure that out, but I think there's a tooltip for it now. Press E on that. On the side, there's little ones on the side. That's where your green pipe goes onto. That's your small feed pipe. Now, you do this. You put it on there, and you'll see the little water symbol lights up white. That means you've got water. You've got good water flow into it. And then I have it bound to 2. I can't remember what it is by default, but you change to your shovel. Now you can see what I mined to get enough to start a different kind of mine, like to get an excavator and stuff. I managed to find a 40 ounce nugget. I don't know if that'll happen for everybody, but for me, I've started 3 different games, and all 3 of them I found a 40 ounce nugget after 3 cleanups, getting the mats to 100%, and I found a 40 ounce nugget. So let's start up this pump if it's gonna let me. There we go, pump started. I'm gonna turn down the sound effects a little bit, because we'll turn down the master to 50%. It's a little bit loud. Right, so you go, you left click to dig, and then E on that. Left click, and then E on that. See, when you start, you'll have this right up to the edge here. So really, you can just stand here like this and just dig away until you fill it. You can fill it once without even moving your character, but then the second time you can fill it about halfway, and then you have to start moving. So we'll get this. I'll get this to about 10% on each mat, and then I'll show you some panning. Okay, we're at 10% on each mat. Now, what you want to do next is shut down your pump. It's that little button right on the end, and that turns off the pump, kills your water flow. Then you don't have to disconnect anything or anything like that. What you want to do is you want to pick up a mat and then run over to your tent. Now this is where the magic happens. This is where the fun starts. Oh, I don't have a bucket. 1 second. Okay, we have a bucket. So once you have a bucket as well, you need to come over to the river, fill it with water. You just press E in the river when it highlights. You see the yellow around the edges? That's like highlights the river, you know. That means you're ready to press E and get water. So, filled it with water. Take it over to your tent. Bear in mind, you can actually take that, the big bale, whatever you call it, the pan and the bucket and the thing, and have it all outside and do it over there. That's actually a quicker way of doing it. It's a better way of doing it, but I don't know, I kind of like the feel of having it in the tent. It's quite cool. So what you want to do is, when you've got a bucket of clean water, hover over it like that, and you'll get an action to use it. So it takes 4, well, it actually takes 3 washes to clean the mat fully, but I usually just do 4. But you can just go until it says that. It says you need clean water to rinse the miner's moss. Now that lets you know that it's full. So then you pick it up, come over to your pan, and use it on the pan. Now, usually it's 4 pans per bucket. Right, so your mouse moves the pan around, left click drops the pan in, right click brings it out. Now, what you can do is drop it in and then just shake it while it's under the water. and that will actually clean it all. I think it still does. Yeah. Till the water goes that color, that means you know it's clean. And then it's your WASD to, you know, move it in the certain direction. I usually just bring it towards myself. And what I'll do is I'll try and knock out as much of the crap as possible, the mud. And then that means you're just left with whatever gold you've got in the pan. Then you press shift to go into the gold picking mode. If you press Z, you can see all the controls. And then go over it and left click, pick it up. There we go. We have, I don't have no idea how much of that I got. But you do that with all the miners moss mats, and you'll probably find, I usually found about 1.5 ounces per cleanup, which isn't bad. I mean, that's about $2,000. So it gives you money to, you know, even if you've bought the hog pan without the pump, if you've got the one without the pump, the only difference is that you shovel into it and it shows an X, that one shows a percentage. And when you get to 100%, then you have to take a bucket of water out of the river and pour it into it. And that cleans it. Instead of it pumping through, you know, the one with the pump is so much quicker. But that is a brief explanation of the hog pan and pump. Now, that is, it's a nice, quick, it's a nice starting method. It'll get you a few thousand. Hopefully you'll find a 40-ounce nugget, and then you can just get rid of all this crap and move on to the big toys. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. You know, it's your choice. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video, where I will be explaining how to get set up with an excavator and all the pumps you need and everything for the mobile wash plant. That'll be the next video. I'll hopefully get that up the day after or something of this one. Might even be up in the same day, I don't know. Depends if I fancy recording it tonight. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more, subscribe and you'll never miss one of my videos. Anyway, guys, see you later.